Hello again from my front porch. It is, well, you know how I've said before, how during the daytime I can sit out here and, the sun comes in from the bulk of my front porch faces the south, and the sun during the day comes in here and blasts in here, and it just warms this place up, and it gets really nice and toasty in the front porch, and I can sit out here like this in shirt sleeves in the middle of winter with snow on the ground outside and be just toasty warm here in the front porch, even sweating, and stuff. That's not today. The sky is overcast. There is no sun. And so I walked out here to do this one today. I was like, whoa, it's a little chilly out here today. But yeah, so we actually were supposed to have had snow that was started at 6 a.m. this morning, and then go on through, I think, into tomorrow, into Tuesday. And by the time it's done here in central Iowa, they're saying we may get up to a foot of snow, up to 12 inches, up to a foot of snow. And that's like, oh, okay. But then I woke up this morning and nothing was happening at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. In fact, it's now noon, after noon time. We're in the noon hour right now, and it's now starting to snow. But it's a deceptively mild little snow. In fact, it sort of looks like someone is just sprinkling powdered sugar. I mean, it's this dainty little white stuff. Every once in a while, you see you can see it moving because so there must be a breeze or something out there. But for the most part, it's this innocent little dainty sort of snow thing, and you're like, oh, isn't that nice? It's just a little white, just a little covering, just a little like, yeah. Well, the problem is you look at the map, the radar map, and it's this big, colorful shape that's just moving right across. Apparently moving a bit slower than the weather people said that it was going to move, but moving nonetheless, and it is still coming through town. Darn, I was hoping maybe you would forget us. And I know you're saying, wait a minute, Paul, I thought you were okay with snow now because of the whole sledding thing. Well, yeah, I mean, sort of, yeah. The problem is, aside from that one sledding day, we haven't had the chance to do that again. For various reasons, we just haven't been able to make that work out so that we could do the sledding thing. So there have been at least 2 days of 2 times of snow getting dumped on us that went to waste. That was just snow that I had to deal with, and I didn't get the benefits of the sledding. So I don't know. Maybe this time. In fact, yeah, there have been 2 more snowstorms since that. So so maybe third time's a charm. maybe this will be the one that, because the snow isn't all melted from what was here before. There's some spots where I can see some of my yard through the snow that's still out there, but most of my yard and backyard and everything is still covered under a layer of snow, and that's now become a crunchy, hard layer. It's not the soft and flaky kind of thing, and so that's going to be underneath whatever it is that's coming down now. Now again, what's coming down now is this light, little flaky kind of stuff, and so if we get a foot of the light flaky stuff and it's on top of basically a hard shell down below, that could be that could make for some interesting sledding. But hey, it's Iowa, and I'm still not feeling horrible about the snow coming down. Although I also had a little bit of another little epiphany about my reactions to snow this year, and that is that because of COVID and it's shutting down my abilities to do a lot of traveling, I haven't had to leave the house. And so since I don't have to leave the house, I don't mind the snow so much. Because really, I don't mind looking at the snow. I just don't like interacting with the snow. And, I haven't had to do much of that. And Lisa is very understanding as well. I mean, we live on basically opposite ends of Des Moines. I live way up here. Actually, I don't even live in Des Moines proper. I live just north of the city limits. So where I live is actually between Des Moines and Ankeny. It's in the county. It has a Des Moines mailing address, but it's not in the city limits. And so technically I live just to the north of Des Moines, and she lives way on the south end. For those who are familiar with Des Moines, she lives in Valley Junction. And so she lives way down that way, and I live way up this way. And so, it's a 20-minute drive at least to get from my house to her house. Could be shorter, could be longer, depending on traffic and stoplights and police officers. But she understands when it gets sketchy and when the roads get bad. It's like, oh yeah, it's okay. We enjoy hanging out. We enjoy spending our time together. But we find that we have as much fun just chatting on the phone too. So that's it's not a complete substitute, but it still keeps us in contact when stuff like this happens, when the white stuff shows up. But again, hopefully in this case, third time will be a charm, and this will be the snow that we're able to actually finally make use of after it's done. So yeah, this literally, the snow, even though there's a lot of it coming down, and I can see it with naked eye, you wouldn't be able to see it with the phone because it's just too fine. It's just too small. So you just have to take my word for it. It's coming, and it's creating a nice little dusting at this point, but that nice little dusting will ultimately pile up, and then sledding, yay! All right, well, I've babbled enough. I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.